How's it going? This is Brad Williams with Over 40 Fitness Hacks Podcast, the podcast where I help you, being over 40, to fight the aging process without giving up your social life. In this episode, I want to talk about this new school program I just built. It's free for the first 100 members. Don't leave without listening to this quick tutorial. And if you're listening on Spotify or on YouTube, you'll be able to follow with me as I'm doing a picture and screen on my laptop. But if you're not, I'll do the best I can to explain everything, and you're not going to want to miss this. So real quickly, what SKOOL is, SKOOL, is a program that is a classroom-based tutorial website tied in with something very similar to a Facebook group, but on steroids. This social media platform has blown up since last January, and I just got in and finished my classroom. What it is I'm taking my Over 40 Fitness Hacks podcast and just putting it into this now community-based driven platform so I can provide tutorials on everything I know, a classroom that talks about all the things that I do on my podcast, which is diet, inflammation, sleep, stress, movement, and supplements. And although on my podcast, I do get guest speakers to come in to educate us on whatever they're an expert in, I'm going to be bringing in those people into my SKOOL platform for live Q&A for only my SKOOL members. Not only that, but I'll be doing most of my work on SKOOL platform. So I'll be way more available to my over 40 audience on SKOOL than even my other social media. So that being said, let's go into it. Right now, I'm on my Over 40 Fitness Hacks SKOOL page, and the first thing that pops up is the community page, which is basically like a very simple Facebook group settings, where there's a pinned post at the top with something I want you to look at. And then under the tabs here, there's everything all, and then general discussion, and then it goes into very specifics like diet, movement, inflammation, stress, sleep. And I just added in supplementation, toxicity, social life, so we can talk about all the fun things we do. In the future, I'll be putting before after on there for anyone that wants to, really motivate each other. And this is more of a platform that's not just to come and browse, it's to participate. And with that, you get points to unlock different courses. So let's go into the classroom right now. So up at the top, I just click classroom for those of you that can't see what I'm doing. And basically I have a start here section, which is welcoming you, telling you what this is about, how SKOOL works, which I'm doing a little bit right now, but it goes way more into detail. The mindset shift for over 40, and then some basics on what BMR is, your metabolism, and then my story, if you care. The next one I have in here, and you have to unlock it, which means you have to participate, comment on other people's stuff, and that'll be done in the community section here. As you can see, I just got a membership request pending, so I review everyone coming in here so I can clean out all spammers and really, vet who's coming in. So no, this is just, for you. You have to be approved, and right now it's free. So once you unlock the 6 pillars of fitness, it talks about everything I know about mastering your diet, movement, inflammation, sleep, stress, and supplements. And I'll constantly be updating this. I'll constantly be putting more stuff up on here. And then the next two on my screen, I talk about them on the podcast all the time, the Chronometer app, which I'm real gung-ho about, and the Woo 4.0. But as I get other pieces of tech and other things that require tutorials, I'll put those tutorials on here, and you're going to have to be a different level to be able to unlock these as well. And as soon as I feel confident about, something else I want to talk about that I can talk with conviction and a little bit more substance than just a social media post, I'll be adding that course on here and most likely putting whatever level it takes to unlock that. So this is the whole gamification of SKOOL, is to get you excited about, liking people's posts, commenting on people's posts, making your own comments of stuff you want. I'll be running polls in here. So I want whatever over 40 audience I'm getting in my SKOOL, I want to cater to that, not just guess what everyone's interested in. So as I run polls and figure out what people want next, that's what I'm going to bring to it. So right up here at the top, I got my calendar setting. I haven't created my first event, but this is the thing, having coffee hours. If people want to hang out in the morning before work, if there's enough people, I'll start running those. Q&As, like I mentioned, I'll get some of my podcast experts that I really like, put them on here for a live Q&A so you can ask them questions. And of course I will too, just to build the time, and then hopefully record all those so the people that missed will be able to check those out. Happy hour. I already have a group of people that want to do a Sunday Funday. We used to do Sunday Funday boot camp in my gym. So that crew wants to, start something else on Sunday and just maybe some mimosas or something, nothing crazy. But that's what SKOOL's about. It's just getting the community. We don't even have to talk about fitness some of these times and just make it fun. Here in the members section, you can see everyone who's signed up. This is available to all members to see. And once you get to level 2, you can start chatting with people if you see something that they talked about in the description that you might be interested in. And eventually SKOOL's going to add a map location setting. So you don't have to put it on, but if you do want to see where everyone is in my audience, I live here in San Diego. It might be cool if someone clicked that setting to show that, we're in the same area. It might be fun to meet up. It's kind of some of the cool things about the SKOOL community that's coming. Leaderboards just shows you what members are active, who's talking the most, and then you can actually click on them and see what posts they've been putting. And then my about page is once I finish off this week with, my podcast, I'm trying to put it on my Facebook group. I emailed anyone who's ever reached out to me or worked with me from Over 40 Fitness Hacks because I want to give my current audience the chance to join for free before the price goes up. And this week, that's what I'm doing. And starting next week, I will be pointing this about page about my school community all over social media. And then whoever signs up first gets it. But this about page basically explains the group. If you're new to my podcast, which you're listening to this right now, I help the over 40 crowd fight the aging process, which usually is weight loss first, but we also talk about overall health, your blood work, longevity, different supplements, aches and pains. I get physical therapists to come on the show a lot. And then on here too, I put in the description, I'm going to start doing a workout of the week. So once a week, I'll be having one of my trainers do a quick, 5-minute video just to put something up that works full body, more time under tension, which is my style. And that way, that gives just even more to the community who are just like, I just want to work out at home and do something, but I never know what to do. This will be the place where you can come and get at least one workout a week, through us. And I'm open to, more suggestions as time goes on, which I'll learn from, running polls in the community, or you can just send me a DM. So at the time of this recording right here, my school community is at 53 members. So what I'm hoping to do is fill that up as close to 100 by the end of this week. And then starting next Monday, February 3rd, I will be heavily pumping out material onto social media to, go for the masses. And after 100, that's, when the price starts increasing. It's not going to be super expensive. But, every 100 members or so, I'll start raising the prices even more. And as this group gets bigger and bigger, I have other people already picked out that are going to join me in the group to help the community, help me build this out even farther. More trainers to help out. And I know each one of them personally. I did run 3 gyms for 15 years. And then one final note is once you're in school too, besides me, I'll give a shout out to other people. You can go into discover communities. I'm part of 5 other different communities of cool stuff that I want to learn, like AI and social media, other marketing things. And you can search for them in here. And on School, almost everyone has like a free version of their platform. And then they have their, masterclass paid version. So I'm part of all these different free ones with no intention to pay for some of these, but you never know. But that's what I love about this school community is it's free information first, earn the trust of your audience and go from there. So I think this is the next wave for my podcast, my business, and where I want to spend my time. So I think I'll end it with that. And if you're listening to me on this podcast, I'll put the link to this in my show notes. But some people are always worried about links. So you can also just go to Google and type in Over 40 Fitness Hacks School. And that's SKOOL. And I will be the first one that pops up on there and you can go from there. All right, everyone. Thanks for listening. And hopefully I'll see you inside.